Both my mother and my father really had me in the church a lot. But my father really, when I would come home, like we'd be driving home from Delaware to Maryland, and we'll be listening to the radio, and they'll play like maybe like a song like "Do Me, Baby," or something that was involving a triangle relationship, and I'll be like, and he'll turn it down. I say, "What's wrong with that song? It's talking about love." And he'll explain to me how we stay in PG and DC, and how this is one of the murder capitals of the world, and how most of these murders are surrounded around triangle relationships. You slept with my girl, I'm gonna kill you. And he explained how these songs, they have hidden agendas and negative connotations, even though it seems like they're talking about love. So for that 3-hour ride, instead of getting to hear the radio, I would have to hear him break down social issues and the black father not being in the home, or triangle relationships. And when it was time for me to rap, I didn't rap about that. I rapped about a bunch of BS. But I started to hang out with Dead Presidents and Kweli and Common, and they showed me how to rap about this stuff and still make it sound cool. And when they gave me that, it flew out of me. It started flowing. Okay. I wrote All Falls Down in one night, you know?
Yeah, in one night.
Yeah.
Now, what did they give you, though? They showed you how to do what?
To rap about things
that came from your heart.
Yeah, that came from my heart. That weren't particularly the cool thing. You know, I got a throwback on. Right. I got a gun. You know, I never shot a gun before in my life. You know, but I would say it in raps because it seemed like what I was supposed to do. And they showed me how to word what it was you had to say and still make it, you know, tangible to a rap listener. And
what was that they showed you, how to make it tangible to a rap listener? A different message, but tangible to a rap listener.
Because rap is like, it has a certain edge to it. It has a certain, you gotta speak whatever you say with conviction. Right. But it will always be, if you say, okay, I got a gun, you will say like, yo, I got a gun. You know, and you'll say, can I help you? You'll say, can I help you? And say it in a different way. But they showed me how to say, can I help you? Like, can I help you?
Yeah.
And that's all that this album is. It's, can I help you? Can I help you? So it's like you give that, so people don't actually realize that they're getting like positive energy because it sounds like the exact same thing. It's a trick. You know?
Go ahead, it's a what?
It's a trick, like Jesus Walks is a trick. They told me it would never be played on the radio, so the second verse was reverse psychology for program directors. They say you can rap about anything except for Jesus, right? Is it? Oh no, we can play that. We can play Jesus. What that boy talking about? I don't know what you talking about. Yeah.
It's amazing, man, that how Kanye had this shit so well thought out that early in his career. Well, he had been working for a while, but it was just really, really good to see this shit. This from 2005. And then you go back and watch that whole interview. It was him and Charlie Rose. Really good. My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond. My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond. My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com. Right here we got Kanye West talking about his songwriting secrets. We've done a lot of songwriting secrets videos, and we start putting them up where my hands are. And everybody kind of does the same shit, but it's also good to see the little nuances in each of these people who write their records, what they usually do. Kanye right here, he was doing a lot of reverse psychology. He was doing a lot of things where he wanted to speak to people in a language they understand, like I told y'all before, but he also wanted to give them something they could take with them. And when you listen to The College Dropout, you absolutely get that. You get that feeling that everything he said was very purposeful and there was a reason behind all that shit. And to me, it's my favorite rap album ever. These are things you gotta be thinking about when you're writing your music. There's so much content out here about how to write good songs and the secrets that they use. A lot of y'all think it's just getting high, get drunk, find a beat, go into the studio, sing some shit off the top of your head, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but if you want to consistently have your music impact people, where they're finding you on social media and saying, hey man, I really love this record, thank you for making that for me, you gotta put a lot more effort into your songwriting. Most songwriters are really good English students in school. So if you were somebody that's good in English, think about how you went about approaching a paper. How would you write a paper? Did you make a mind map? Did you brainstorm? Did you write a rough draft? These are exact same things you need to be doing with your song. You might need to make a mind map for all the idea you have for your song. Like, let's say you're making a song about sex. right? You could take the route of, I'm just having great frivolous sex with somebody I met in the club tonight. You could take the route of, I'm having great sex with somebody who I'm in love with. You could take the route of talking about a little girl who has to have sex with her stepdad, so she's being molested. You could take the route of somebody who's walking home by themselves and they end up getting raped and now they can't be intimate. You could talk about somebody who can't produce children, so therefore, since they can't produce children, they don't want to have sex. That is what a mind map can do. Each of those ideas I just gave you is going to give you an opportunity to write a song, if not an album, a thematic album based off of that. This is how you got to approach your songwriting. This is the shit I do. I don't draw the mind map out, but I think about all that before I write my records. These are the exact same things you need to be thinking about if you want to have a career as a songwriter in the music industry. You can't just keep rapping about the same shit. You can't just be singing about the same shit. There's so many experiences in the world that we live in that are universal that you can find something that's going to resonate with people if you just really sit down and take your time. Kanye did this shit. Russ does this shit. J. Cole does this shit. Kendrick, Jay-Z, Mariah Carey. Some of the greatest songwriters ever, they all do this shit. Why aren't you? If you want more tips on how to create songs or how to get your songs to millions of streams on Spotify, click the link in the bio, purchase one of our packages for 60% off. In our one-on-one coaching session, I'll walk you through all this shit and more. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
About that. Always focus on my futures while you never see me look back. Late nights, early mornings, all the real ones fear that. Group82music.com